In admission into the university, I had my goal set. I was like, yeah, I'm going to the university for just three things. I
So thank you very much, Mr. Dara, for your time. Let's just go straight to the point. Let's meet you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Eli, for this opportunity to interact on experiences. Yeah, my name is Oluwadara Afolabi, and
Okay.
yeah, I have my background in mechanical engineering. I have a PhD in mechanical engineering from the University of Manitoba here in Canada. Yeah, I am a father, I'm a husband. Yeah, that's basically it.
And the pastor.
Oh yeah, every believer is a pastor of some sort. Yeah, that's right.
That's correct. So before you came to Canada to come and study, what were you doing in Nigeria?
Yeah, in Nigeria, I was lecturing at my alma mater. Yeah, I was one of those privileged to to get retained, or should I say, to get the offer to come back to lecture in the university after
Okay.
graduation. Yeah, so I was lecturing at my university, Federal University of Technology, Akure, before I came to Canada.
That's full time,
Yeah, FUTA. Yeah. So I had my bachelor's in FUTA. I had
right?
my master's degree in FUTA as well. Then I
Okay.
came here for my PhD. Yeah.
That sounds good. I wonder why they decided to retain you. Is it like you were the best student or what?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. In my own case, I was the best graduating student in the department. Yes,
Wow. Okay.
and first class generally, I think as at then, every first class graduate has that offer from Federal
Okay.
University of Technology, Akure. I don't know about now. I want to believe it will still be the same, but yeah, that was it during my time, of course.
Okay.
So yeah,
Sorry for digressing a little. I know we are talking about studying in Canada, but just before we go into that, just let me
yeah,
know a little about how you managed to excel so much in your academics back in Nigeria. And
yeah.
what do you think youth of today? What do you think they should learn from you concerning your
Mm.
experience? You know.
Well, yeah. There's a lot. I think the youth of today can learn from the things that happened, during our time.
Yeah.
But I will just limit it to this. I think it has a lot to do with catching a vision for your life as early
Mm,
as possible. Sincerely
mm,
speaking, yeah, as early as possible. I feel like that really has a way of propelling you to push yourself to excel in your academics. Mind you, I am not saying that excelling in academics is the only way to actually succeed in life, as
okay.
hopefully maybe we would have some discussions around there in the course of this. But
Okay.
if you are giving your time to your academics, I think the best service you can do for yourself is to plan it as if that's all you have. Plan it
Mm,
as if that's all you've got so that you can get the best out of it. And I
yes.
think that
Okay.
really helped me. Like right from the time I gained admission to the university, gaining admission into the university, I had my goal set. I was like, yeah, I'm going to the university for just three things. I said, number
Mm,
one, I'm going to make a first class. Number two, I'm going to serve God to any extent possible. Like I'm going to devote my time to student fellowship. Then I said number three, I'm going to enjoy myself with my music. Before getting to the university, I used to play the piano. So I was like, yeah, I'm really going to leverage the university environment to mix with some other great guys in music and really sharpen my skills. You know. of the three, it's the third one that I didn't really have much time to to make happen because I was so busy with student fellowship that I just didn't have enough time to get into the third one. But of course, first class guaranteed. I had that, and then the second one. So that's what I'm saying. Having that vision, having that, what do you want to get from this? Don't just go to the university because that's the next step in Nigeria after secondary school. Hmm. See it as no, see it as a part of the plan for your life. If that is sorted, then it is easy for you to get into the system. If you're having any challenge, balancing things, getting things done, or getting used to the system, or making the best out of the system, with that vision behind your back, behind your heart, you can devise ways to cut around, you know, to get the best results that I want to get. I
Yeah.
learned things in the course of my undergraduate study, that I like to share around how to use daily planner. I was using daily 24-hour planners that ensure that I had about 35 hours in the week to study my Bible. I had about 60 hours a week to read. I planned it all out. And these things, did I know them before getting into university? No. But because of the vision I had at the back of my mind that I need to make this first class, I got into the system, and then as I observed, I'm like, oh, how can I make things work here? How can I really push myself to make sure I get what I can get? So that was the way it was for me. And yeah, I had every motivation as well to do that. I had an elder brother that already set the pace for me. In fact,
Mm.
that was the reason why I could get my vision so clear from the beginning. I visited my brother at his university. He was at U High then, as I was
Okay.
nearing the end of my secondary school. You
Mm.
know, I visited him once, and then right in the campus, and we are just walking together. We are going somewhere. He was taking me somewhere, and we walked a bit. Someone just approached and said, "Ah, Iwe Tobi, how far? How are you?" you know, I heard that. I'm like, Iwe Tobi. When we call people Iwe, then that, yeah, they are doing something right in their academics.
Mm.
So that challenge, that, wow, you call him Iwe Tobi, yeah, it must really be
What does it mean?
be
What does that mean?
showing good, great progress. You said,
What does Iwetobi means
okay,
mean?
good, okay, thank you for that. Iwe Tobi, basically, Iwe is book, right? So
Okay.
his name Toby means big, like Oluwa Toby,
Mm.
the Lord is great,
Yeah.
or great, yeah. So when they call someone Iwe Toby instead of his Oluwa Tobi, they are basically saying this guy is so great academically.
Yes. I
That's
get.
basically what they are. That was just like a
I get.
nickname for him. And
Yeah.
then we walked some distance again. Someone came again and said, "Ah, Pastor Toby, what are we doing today?" I'm like, "Wow, Iwe and Pastor." You know, if you're already following, you would have realized that is exactly what made up my vision. I'm like, you know what? I'm going into the university now. I want to make that first class, get it out. Number two, I want to do fellowship to any extent possible. Then I say, yeah, I play piano and I really like to improve on that using association of other students that have the same skill. But like I said, I couldn't achieve that third one. Too bad. I I had too many things to focus on in the student fellowship. I wasn't even able to join the choir. I didn't have the time for that. I didn't have the interest after a while for that, because I'm like, yeah, I had other things that I really wanted to pursue,
Yeah.
in the fellowship. Oh, but yeah, we thank God for everything. It's been a good
Wow.
journey. Yeah, thank you.
Amazing. 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 I recently started talking about courses in university because I am from Edo State, and the level of courses right now amongst our youth is something else, and it's very disturbing.
Mm,
Just January this year, 2024, there was a clash between two rival groups, and 30 boys died.
mm,
30 in just 1 month. And so I got disturbed. Now,
mm.
looking at what you just said now, one of the major reasons why people miss seats in the university is lack of focus.
Yeah, sincerely,
That is one major
you're
thing that
right.
you mentioned now. it is good the way you are entering. You entered with
Yeah,
a vision that you can focus on. Because when there's no vision, anything can sway you.
that's right.
You understand? So when you went to the university, you had a vision and it was clear. It's very, very important. Then you also mentioned a mentor,
Yeah,
a guide. So you had that guide from your other brother. This is what you want to be like. This is somebody you want to look forward to.
mm,
So you could easily see your future in him.
yeah,
And if you are deviating from that future that is clear, you will know.
yeah,
But when the future is not clear, you just find yourself moving anyhow, left and
mm,
right. And there's no way anything good can come out from that.
yeah,
That is a lot. That is a lot.
mm,
So God will help us.
yeah.
So
Thank you for that.
moving forward,
That's key.
yes, yes. Moving forward, after your second degree, you were retained to lecture in Nigeria and you were lecturing. At what point did you decide to further your education? Was it that because normally when you already have a job, you understand? Most people want to relax,
Mm.
or desire to do their PhD back in Nigeria. What were the motivating factors that made you decide to say, okay, let me go outside Nigeria and get a PhD?
Yeah, thank you. Let me answer that this way. It wasn't actually the PhD that I wanted to do outside. In fact,
Okay.
right from after my bachelor, I wanted to
Mm.
do masters outside. And I believe some people may have one or two things to learn from this. I graduated, of course. I've said I graduated with a first class, and the general expectation is okay. If you don't come back to FUTA, that means you have definitely gotten admission abroad, and then you are going abroad scholarships.
Yeah.
It was also part of this goal setting that we talked about.
Mm.
As I was graduating, of course, I knew I was going to graduate from with first class as early as my first semester in the university, because that's when I started, and I never dropped, basically. So I was always telling myself that it would be an eyesore for me to make out with a first class and make my parents spend a lot to send me abroad or something for some
Mm.
higher education in a different system, obviously more developed system. you know I set that as a target for myself, that man, I'm going to do everything I can. If it's not scholarship, I will just stay in Nigeria and ride on the opportunity FUTA was giving me. Of course, for a first class graduate in FUTA, then again, I don't know about now. When you come back after service year to do your masters is free for you as well, and at the same time, you get the job.
That's good.
So I have FUTA to thank for that. Definitely, that was a
Mm.
good
Amazing.
opportunity.
Yes.
Federal University of Technology, Akure, a very good opportunity.
Yes.
And yeah, I really appreciate that forever. you know
Mm.
so I finished my bachelor's degree. I went on service year. That's when I started applying to places, applying to scholarships for masters abroad. But for all my applications, I didn't get any. I didn't get anything.
Mm.
As disappointing as that was, yeah, I kept on putting in applications, Erasmus Mundus, my Hong Kong a PhD scholarship scheme, or something like that, HKPFS. I tried Japan, several buttons trying to like get that opportunity based on scholarship.
Yes.
Mind you, I got admissions. Admission was never the problem. In fact, I even got reduced fee in a specialized program. But again, I had
Okay.
determined that I don't want to put my parents under further
Mm.
pressure of some loan. But I know, yeah, they don't have the money. They have to go the route of a
Yes.
loan. Of course,
Yes.
I'm like, if I if I've been able to actually make out with a first class, then this must mean something. This must count for something for me you know. So I turned down everything that was not going to be scholarship, and I had them. I think I had about four like that. One of them
Mm.
reduced the fee for like maybe 50% for a special program in Europe in robotics that I wanted that I really wanted to deviate
Mm.
into then, But
Yeah.
I didn't get anything, and that let me not say forced, but yeah, I had to fall back to the option that I had on the table, and I took it with both
Okay.
hands. After my service here, I went back to Akure, resumed again. Many appreciation to Federal University of Technology Akure, the
Mm.
the the uh, the officers at my department that pushed it as well, for me to actually get into the system. Everything worked well. My HOD then Ireland did a good job really pushing the management. This guy has to start now and things like that. So I got that opportunity, and then I picked up the master's in Kuta. Well, I'm working. I could as well, if it's not possible to get out just yet,
Yeah.
then I just stopped applying for master's scholarship. I picked up the master's at Futa, and I was doing that. There are a series of challenges came along, blah blah blah. Yeah, then I knew that okay, the next point of call would be to get a PhD scholarship. That's when I started. Towards the end of my masters, I started pushing for PhD
Mm.
scholarship, and that's what got me to where I am today. Of course,
Wow.
so the target was not really for PhD per se. The target was higher education in a
Yes.
developed country, and I didn't mind. It could be US, Canada, but I wasn't even looking into US and Canada. To be sincere, I wanted to go to Asia. I
Okay.
wanted Japan and Hong Kong or Hong Kong.
Any
Yeah,
particular reason?
then I tried Singapore. Yeah, I just really respected those people. I
Okay.
respect the work that they put in engineering. I feel like those guys
Mm.
know stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's an environment that I really want to go. Different from the usual
Okay.
Western world. Let me go to Asia. I was really wanting to do that, but yeah, none of that clicked. Even for my PhD opportunities, none of it clicked. Yeah, after a while, I had to change my interest, made it more general, and then yeah, I also changed my country of interest. I started trying Canada, and then the Canada worked, you know, and that's why we are here.
Okay. Your level of resilience is something to study. It's very important that people learn to wait while they're looking for something. Is there any particular thing or particular belief or maybe past knowledge that helped you to stay resilient in pursuing? Because when these days when people are rejected, especially when you're looking for a job or something,
Yeah,
rejected 10, 20 times, people are
yeah,
discouraged, some people are even depressed.
it's
What
hard.
were the things that kept you going for such a long time?
Well, uh, I think the bulk of it will be my faith in God. I think, yeah, sincerely speaking, I
Yeah,
kept on praying about it as well. I kept on declaring. I kept on, it was really my heart desire, and I had, like you said,
yeah,
I had a lot of rejections. Oh my. Even when I started getting into Canada, I had a lot of rejections from several professors, from several universities. You know, well, rejection, not necessarily that you are not good, you are not good, you are not good. Yeah, they
yeah,
are just going in another direction, whatever be the reason. At times, some professors that I contacted never responded to my
yeah.
contact. In fact, most of the time, those that responded told me, oh, they don't have funding. Well, so yeah, constant rejection like that. I think
Mm.
what kept me was my faith in in God. And the fact that I was always declaring concerning it, yeah, it will surely come to pass. I will keep on. Of course, you can't just keep declaring and then roll up the carpet and say you are not applying again. If you are declaring, expecting an answer, expecting a manifestation, then you got to keep pressing the button that will give
Yes,
out to the manifestation you are looking for. So
absolutely.
yeah, because of of my faith in something coming up eventually, I kept on doing that, and eventually, yeah, we got that help. That's
Okay.
one thing. Let me just comment on that. I've
Mm,
had several younger people from Nigeria contact me
mm,
since for several years now, and I want to get this scholarship. I want to come to US or Canada to do my master's or PhD, and I tell them exactly what I did, exactly how you get it done. And in the face of two, three rejections, they get tired. They just change their mind, and then you don't just hear from them anymore. And that is the reality. Yeah, the people that are there today, my story, I'm pretty sure I didn't have rejection as much as some people that I know. But you just have
wow.
to persist. And at the
Yes.
same time, I think I have two persons that I've closely worked with, that suffered a lot of rejection too. And by the time the thing clicked, they had three universities in the US that
Wow.
was ready to actually take them with fully
Mm,
paid scholarship, of course. So it pays off. That resilience pays
yes.
off.
Yes.
And another thing I have to say about that too, what kept
Mm,
me going, I think a big factor of what kept me going was the fact that I had something doing. Hmm,
yeah.
hmm.
Very important.
I can't stress this enough. Many of our young people in Nigeria today, they just want to get out, and it is understandable. Yeah. If I were in their shoes, I would probably just want to get out too. But it is
Yeah.
important logically to find
Mm,
something doing while you press the button to get out.
yeah. Yes.
I love to say something. The best place you can be in trying to look for what you want is that you are doing something first. So from
Yes.
the place of doing something, you are busy. In fact, you are even making some money that can help you fund what you are looking for. But if you are not doing anything and you are just aiming high, I want to jackpot, you may get rejections that will just send you into depression and you won't even be able to achieve anything.
Yeah.
That's why I like to encourage our people. Yeah, as bad as it is, I really prefer you get something doing in Nigeria while
Yeah.
pressing the button for study outside.
Yeah.
Because then
Thank you.
that's the best place you can be. So that was my
Yeah.
case, and I think that really helped my resilience too. I was
Mm,
working in Futa, I was
thank you
lecturing,
very much.
even though, yeah, like
Yes.
I said, challenges came,
Mm,
but yeah, I was
yeah.
busy. Yeah, and that
Yeah.
helped.
It's very important to reiterate that when you are trying to aim
Hmm.
higher, ensure there's a what do I call it now? A falling pad.
Like a
Do you
stepping stone,
understand?
something you are
A
stepping
stepping
on right
stone.
now.
That
Hmm.
in case you are pushed back, you do not fall down to the ground. There should be
Yeah,
something that can cushion the
like
effect.
cushion. That's right.
Yes. So whatever you are doing right now in Nigeria, don't leave that thing yet until you get your visa to leave
Yeah,
Nigeria. It's very
that's
important.
right.
Whether you are coming for school, whether you are coming for with your family, whatever it is, ensure that you are stable first where you are. That will reduce the level of the pressure that will come. Also
Yeah,
be expecting rejection. Is not
yeah,
it is part of it. Rejection is
that
part
is
of the
right.
process.
That is right. Yeah.
Yes. Even those in Canada right now, wherever you are around the world
Hmm.
as an African, you are in the diaspora, if you just came or something, you are looking for a job, expect rejection. No matter how good you are, rejection is part of the process. Sometimes God may even allow them to reject you in the kind of job that will not prosper you. So
Yeah.
have that at the back of your mind that everything also works together for your good.
Hmm.
So the something people should learn: expect rejection, resilience, believe in the God that you are serving. That at the end you will get what you are looking for.
Yeah.
Very important. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
So just in a few minutes or a few seconds, can you just take us through the process that you took in applying for admission?
Okay, for the
I'm sure you
PhD.
know whether it's master or PhD. What are the processes that you should follow? Just briefly.
Mm. Yeah, so
No.
for US and Canada, largely, if you are coming for masters, I think many schools offer master scholarship as a package. That you just go and apply for that master scholarship, and when you get it, they will
Mm.
attach you with a supervisor, for your master's program.
Okay.
Many programs in US and Canada run that way, where you just go and apply for the scholarship or apply for admission in the department of the school that you are looking for, and then they place you with a supervisor. Mind you,
Okay.
not all, many others require you to go and look for a supervisor. So I will try and speak more on that other side where you are required to
Okay.
get a supervisor before applying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the same thing always happens for PhD. For PhD, I can almost say 100% of the time you need to get a supervisor because that's the only
Mm.
guarantee you have that you're going to get an admission. The people that decide on these graduate admissions are the professors, and many times they have their candidates. And they have space restriction as well. So when they decide,
Okay.
it is only the candidate that they are certified to come into the program that is
Mm.
getting the admission. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Wow.
can almost say 100% of the time for PhD admission, it is like that. And 50% of the time for masters, it is like that. There are some other
Okay.
masters program where you can easily apply to the school or apply and then they give you supervisor and all of that. Yeah, there are some like that. So
Okay.
I'll try and focus on that aspect of okay, you want to look for a supervisor. So the first step, of course, is to get a supervisor. Getting a supervisor gives you the guarantee that you are going to get admission for the PhD. And also
Okay.
another reason why you want to get a professor, get a supervisor is for funding. If you are expecting to fund yourself, or even if you are expecting to get a scholarship, you definitely need a professor because they are the ones that have the funds for the project that you are going to be doing.
Yeah. Mm.
So in my case, I'll just quickly run through some of the steps that I took. I think the first thing, I made a list of public research universities in Canada. I
Okay.
targeted Canada, not even the US. I targeted Canada.
Mm.
After I changed my mind from the Asian
Yeah.
crew, I
Mm.
yeah, my wife told me then, we were not married yet then, we were still courting. She told me, no, try
Yeah.
Canada now, try Canada. I was saying, I don't like Canada. I don't like the fact that many people just want to go to Canada. I like Asia. I want to go to Asia. I want to go to Hong Kong or China or something, or Japan or Singapore. I really wanted Asia. Well, at
Mm.
last, when all those things didn't click, yeah, I found myself falling back to what she had already said, which is try Canada. And I'm so grateful for it anyway. I thank God for that. We wouldn't be here without that. So yeah, we thank God for that.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
I made a list of public research universities. I say public research universities because they are the ones that have funding, that usually have funding for research, government funding, NSEC of Canada, research, funding here and there. Yeah, professors usually have them,
Okay.
those
Mm.
grants. So Google public research universities in Canada. I think I had over 20 in the list then.
Okay.
Then a mistake I made at first was, I had a list of 20 and then I started shooting for number one and number two. University of British Columbia, all these big universities. And then I was just not getting anything. It was later that the wisdom came that wait, if I am applying as a Nigerian, again, this is not to demean us
Mm.
or anything, but that is the reality. This is
Yeah.
the reality. If I'm applying
Yes.
as a Nigerian to all these top schools in Canada, I mean top there, one, two, three in Canada, and Chinese are also applying. People from Europe are also applying. What is truly my fate as a Nigerian?
Yeah.
No,
I'm trying
let's be
to
factual. This is not to abuse or not to
yes.
appreciate what we have, but it is reality. What I'm trying to say is there's a stiffer competition there. There's a more stiff competition there.
Mm.
So after trying all those top ones, it didn't work. I began looking in the middle of the list, middle
Okay.
down, because who cares? Once you get in here, like the study is very much regularized here. You have access to once you're in Canada. In fact, even if you need something for research in University of BC, you can travel there and go and use it. That's the logic,
Mm.
So I started considering those lower down. Then yeah, I came across my university. So I basically made all those lists. I identified the universities that I wanted to pursue. And then I went into their website, go to the university website.
Okay.
Universities here, they are normally very exhaustive on their website. They will show you all their departments. If I show
Mm.
you the data of the research history, research publication of every professor there. So
Mm.
leveraging that opportunity, I went into the departmental site. I began looking who is my fit here, who can potentially, who can I come into their team and add some value based on my background.
Yes.
So I began looking. So again, I made a list of potential supervisors. I had a number of them, potential professors from potential universities, from potential departments. I had a host of them. Then the next step was I started sending personalized emails to those professors. That's where the rejections came that I was talking about.
Okay.
So I started
Yes.
sending personalized emails
Mm.
to them. What I mean by personalized is don't just send spam email to like 20 professors. Just copy
Mm.
them and just say, I'm looking for listen, these people receive hundreds of emails per week, like yours. You have
Mm.
to catch their attention. And these are things that I learned in the process anyway. I didn't know
Yeah.
it at the time I started. So I typically, how do you send personalized emails? You read about their work, see how you can find a fit for yourself, and comment on that in the email that you send each professor. That's a very
Mm.
easy
Very
way
personalized.
that I can put it.
Yes.
So that's how to get it personal and let them know that, oh, yeah, I'm looking to do my PhD. I will appreciate the privilege to do it under your supervision. You know. So I did
Mm.
that, and then that went on. Lo and behold, my wonderful professor, who responded to me after, like I said, several rejections,
Yes.
no response, several response, and one thing or the other. I didn't just check out. Well, my professor reached out to me, interviewed me on the phone, and then yeah, it was looking good. So at the time I got his consent that you will supervise me, you know, I I knew for sure that I would get the admission from the university.
Okay.
Okay, so it was him that told me that okay, now go ahead and apply to admission. He will be on the panel, so it's an easy
Yeah.
right. So you are paying that $150. You are not wasting your money.
Yes.
So many people just go ahead and apply to PhD. You're just wasting money because you are not going to get looked at. I mean, they will look at you, but most of the time they already have their candidates. And in
Yeah.
fact, the university will put it there self. Get your super, it is advised or something. Some of them will say it is
Mm.
compulsory, some of them will say it is optional. But I advise you, please get a supervisor first. So that you can be sure you are paying money and you are going to be selected. So and yeah, that's how I got the admission. Yeah, my research was fully funded by my professor's grant. I had stipend as well, graduate and research assistantship, that paid me stipends every month. So that helped a lot when I got
Okay.
here. So yeah, that's how it went. uh
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. It's just like, if you don't have Jesus Christ as your advocate, you have problem in life. Do you
Hmm.
understand? It's the same thing, like what you just said. Before you start to apply, ensure that there's an advocate on the other
Hmm.
side. Because when
Yeah.
your name is mentioned and there's nobody to say, I've discussed with this person, I'm interested in this person,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it
It's
just put you aside, you
That's
know?
right.
It's
That's
very,
right.
very important. Very, very important.
That's
People
right.
should take note of that because this thing is strategy. And when people are talking from experience, we need to
No,
listen and learn.
no,
You know.
the funny thing is even that for PhD programs,
Mm.
departments admit PhD applicants based on the need of the
Yes.
faculty members. So they are basically checking out people that the faculty members are bringing to the table. Basically,
Yes.
you are just applying to the university because it needs to pass through the university. You need to
Yes.
meet up with requirements set by the university to admit anybody into the university for the program. That's the
Yes.
only thing that they are doing.
Yes.
So if no professor is bringing your case to the table, you are just on your own. Basically,
Mm.
you are just on
Mm.
your own. Yeah. So
It's like
that's the
saying
way it works.
you are coming through work permit and you are applying for a job. There's nobody inside here to say, okay, we
Mm-hmm.
want to employ this person. Yeah.
Exactly. So how are
Mm.
they going to employ you? Employ you
Yeah.
to where?
Yeah.
You have gotten it, sir. That is exactly the way it works.
Yeah.
So that
Thank
is
you
it.
very much.
No, thank you so much for the
So
opportunity.
viewers, in case you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel because your subscription will encourage the what's that thing called now to to know that people are enjoying this channel and the algorithm. Yes, the more subscription we get, the more likes and share we get to affect the algorithm, and people will be able to see more of our videos. So if you have not subscribed, just try and subscribe. Well, of course, it's for free. You are not going to pay to subscribe. Thank you.